What's up guys, and welcome to another YuGiOh Duel Links video. So currently the Turbo Duel Grand Prix has finally ended, and now we are welcoming Bakura back to Dark Side Dimensions and into Duel Links. So right now Bakura is available as a playable and unlockable duelist. So if you have yet to unlock Bakura in the previous round, this is your time to do so right now. So as you can see, this particular legendary duelist is available after the 17th of July, and once you complete the different other episodes thus far, as well as a new skill has been added for Bakura. It's called Master of Advanced Rights. This skill can be only used once per duel, and you can only apply one of the effects. So first up, the first effect is to return a normal monster in your hand to the deck, add an advanced ritual art from your deck to your hand. Or you can select a normal monster and one ritual spell card in your graveyard and return them to your deck. So this is essentially a support for ritual based monsters. And you can play around with it to see what kind of combos you can go off on. Although the term of using normal monsters is actually one of the things I did not consider, because most of the ritual based decks, they either use a lot of effect monsters as well as a ritual based supports, in a way that you can actually add ritual spell or monsters from your deck to your hand, or even essentially use those monsters as tribute by banishing them from the graveyard as per the different other Jin's supports. And this is one skill that I think they actually should have improved on a bit. Maybe instead of using normal monsters, use like a particular ritual monster, for example. Anyways, this is fine since there's a new skill. There is a lot of testing to be done. As per usual, you'll obtain the event sleeves of Bakura and also the game mat right there. For the event exclusive cards, we have Zombie Power Struggle. It's a quick play spell. Target a zombie type monster on the field. Until the end of the turn, it gains 1000 attack, or it loses 1000 attack points. During your main phase, if this card is in the graveyard, you can shuffle one of your banished zombie type monsters into the deck. If you do, set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only activate this effect of Zombie Power Struggle once per turn. So if you want to activate the first effect to gain attack points or to lose attack points for a zombie type monster, it is also fine. The second effect is also pretty decent because this is actually a way you can recycle your banished zombie monsters. As per usual for like Gozuki's combo, for example, or even for like the different other Skull Flame kind of combos you can play around with. And also you can cheat the system, you can cheat the board by activating Zombie World and turning your opponent's monsters on the field and graveyards as zombie type monsters. And with that being in play, you activate Zombie Power Struggle, which can function as both a defensive and an offensive quick play spell to cut down your opponent's attack points or to increase your own during that turn, so that you can survive or attack over an opponent's monster which has slightly higher attack points, regardless of your opponent's or your own battle phase, by the way. Next up is Overpowering Eye. It's a normal spell card, but you can target a zombie type with 2000 or less attack points, and it can attack your opponent directly. So this effect is pretty nifty and pretty useful in a way that if you were to use it in combo with Zombie Power Struggle, and you have a certain type of monsters on the field that has the effect of when they attack directly, a certain effect were to activate, such as gaining life points, or your opponent has to discard a card from their hand. This way you can actually play around the advantage. Think of this as like a combo with like a sort of secret passage with the Gravekeeper Vassal combo that is actually used for the farming deck that is quite popular, especially used by most of the duelists for farming, by the way. That is one way you can use for this card. It only applies to zombie monster with 2000 or less attack. But you can also use Zombie Power Struggle to cut down your monster's attack points, which are essentially higher during that when you activate this effect. Or if you have a monster that attacks directly, activate this quick play spell so they can cheat and turn it into a 3000 or more beater during that turn. Next up, the previous event cards are available, like Bark of the Dark Ruler, Dark Master Zork, and also Just Desserts are available as well throughout this entire event. And seeing that this legendary duelist Bakura is available to be unlocked, you got to complete the different other episodes that are currently available throughout this entire entire mission board right there. And there's also a cumulative reward system that's going on around here. So the more you duel against Bakura, the more rewards and points you'll obtain by accumulating it, and so on and so forth. So by completing the first episode of collecting 60 cream puffs and defeating Bakura at level 10, you can essentially challenge for Bakura to be available at the gate. And once that is done, you can go on to farm and duel against Bakura, while also trying to get enough event keys to go duel against him at the gate. This Bakura appear randomly from time to time on the map as well. And if you go to the Card Trader EX, you can trade for your event boosters, which are available right there on the left side. And for Zombie Power Struggle, you can only exchange for the Glossy or the Prismatic copy. But for Overpowering Eye, you can trade it in by using the current EX jewels you have, which is basically 100, which is cheaper, and if you do not manage to obtain Overpowering Eye, this is one way you can obtain it. However, for Zombie Power Struggle, you gotta farm and duel against Bakura as much as you can, so that you can obtain enough points, or to obtain the card by dueling against him by getting the end results or the points getting high enough, so that you obtain either a Zombie Power Struggle or maybe even an Overpowering Eye. But also cards like Bard Dark Ruler, Dark Master Zork, and also Just Deserts, and all these other SR cards are also available, so do keep an eye out for that when you duel against Bakura. And right now I'm using Scud. Let's go for a demo duel against Bakura right there. And as per usual, if you are going to go up against a legendary duelist, especially a ones for an event, I do recommend using event boosters like the result boosters if you want to increase your your duel result points. Or if you're actually trying to level up a character, you can use the EXP booster. And if you are actually dueling against Bakura level 30 or more and you are unsure on how you can proceed with the duel, you can use extra life and extra card as a form of insurance, as a way to guarantee you have a better chance to duel against Bakura as well. So I'm going to use Scud and Hero Challenger deck and see how it goes. But commonly level 10 to level 20 legendary duelists are quite easy to actually get over, so this shouldn't be a problem if you are actually dueling against him at this state as well. Especially now we have Pendulums as being added to the format. You can essentially use any Pendulum deck to go up against Bakura as well. So once he's available at the gate, you can switch to the R5 world and duel against him, and basically rack up all them points so that you can have a higher chance of getting these event exclusive cards, as well as defeating him to increase your cumulative rewards points at the main page. So first up, I'm just gonna normal summon Spartan onto the field, set Wall of Disruption, and just gonna end my turn. Because I'm hoping to draw into a double lance later on, so that I can actually activate the effect for Excalibur when I Xyz into him. And now, okay, it's another Spartan, that's fine. So now we'll just proceed the duel, attack, and attack. Since we didn't draw into any Halberd or another copy of the Lancer, we can't actually go for an additional XC summon during this turn, but let's hope that we do manage to draw into it later on.
Looks like it's my turn. I draw. I'm setting a monster. I end my turn.
Okay, with a set card on the field, no problemo. Okay, we got another Spartan, which is fine. So let's go into Excalibur. Let's activate Excalibur's effect, detaching 2 materials, activating Power of Guardians to get that additional bonus of using a spell card. And now we attack with our Spartan on the right side. And now with our bonus of more than 3000 points of attack, Excalibur wins the duel.
You're a master of this game.
Wanna join my squad?
And also the dual mission circuit is currently available, so that's one way you can also increase your chances of obtaining extra gems if you want to participate as well. And if you're trying to save up your gems for another upcoming box, because normally when a legendary duelist is being introduced, there's gonna be a special mini box or a main box upcoming as well. That's normally teased in a way so that we'll be on alert and try to save up on how much we can. So that's basically it for the duel against Bakura as well as the event breakdown thus far. I hope you guys find this video quite useful, and if you are planning to duel against Bakura at the different levels, it's better for you to swap to different other worlds, not to mention complete the different episodes currently that are available right there. So you can not only obtain the first 20 gems by completing the first and second episode, you can also participate and level up your characters so that you can actually see what kind of deck flows and what way you can increase your attack points thus far to up to more than 3,000 or 5,000 or even 9,999, so that you can have a higher chance of getting all the event exclusive cards at the end result thus far. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time in the next upcoming episode, especially on the 17th of July. So signing off and see you soon.